So we were researching the daily from a couple of days ago, and here's what we discovered. Check it out. Okay, so one thing that I've learned in real estate is, for some reason, people don't pick up their phone. They just don't pick up their phone. They'll spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on advertising to get their phone number out there in anticipation of somebody calling, but they don't pick up the call. So, we're going to do an experiment here. We're calling Syracuse, New York. Let's see how many real estate agents we have to call before someone picks up the phone. Okay, so this is Bob.
I'm not in at the moment.
One. This is George. George says, don't ever make a move without me. Let's see if he picks up his phone. You know, it's really pathetic that I know what this response is going to be.
George Casual, at 321-20.
George, I'm making a move without you, man. We're calling Patrick, but I like to call him Pat. Let's see if he picks up his phone. You know, after 3 rings, he's already had a chance to see that call and decide that he wanted to silence it and not hear it. Because Pat's too busy clearly doing Pat things. But he could be...
Patrick Haggis also answering for that 321 signature.
Now we're going to call Gloria Whale. She's a Syracuse specialist. Let's just check and see how special she is. So you're probably asking yourself right now, or you might be saying, well, wait a minute, Brian, you're not going to buy a house there, so it would be wasting their time to pick up your call. First, they don't know that. And second, the first person who picks up and gives me the time of day, I'm going to link them to the daily for a week.
Hi, this is Gloria Margarita Wild, the National Mortgage.
But it won't be Gloria. Now we're going to call Susan from Syracuse Homes. She promises a fast response time. Let's see if Susan puts her money where her mouth is.
You may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Susan. My name is Brian Stevens. I'd like to talk to you about real estate. My phone number is...
Is that her?
Hello?
Hello, this is Susan Wilson. You just called me?
It took 5.
Took
Hi,
5.
Susan. How you doing? My name is Brian Stevens.
Tell him. So what happened when Sue called you back? I mean, you were going to put her on the show. I mean...
So I called Susan, and I said that I have a real estate blogging show, and she hung up on me. What I was about to tell her is for free. I was going to put her on my site that goes to literally hundreds of thousands of people every single month. But because she chose to hang up on me, as any good salesperson would do,
Right.
it's really not going to work out for Susan. Sorry about that. So, what did I learn today? I think the one sales tip that I would tell people is to, 1, pick up your phone, especially if you're marketing to people with a phone number on it, and 2, once you pick it up, listen to what people have to say. I bet there's a lesson in here somewhere, fellas. What do you think? Now, we went through 22 sites before we actually got through to somebody, and that was George Congo of C21, and he called us back.
Right.
By the way, he was also the only person that called us back.
Wow.
Now, we did this survey with a pretty good idea what the outcome was going to be. Now, through the course of our days, we've discovering that answering your phone is the unusual occurrence, and simply ignoring the calls is more or less commonplace.
Yeah.
I find it odd, though, that people would take their time, their energy, and their resources to develop blogs and websites simply to ignore people once they ensnare them.
I know. I mean, secondly, of the 22 sites, only a couple of agents actually had their cell numbers easily accessible to us. It was crazy. Now, they made it more than easy to capture my information. I mean, what's my name and my number and what specs do I require in a house? But, I mean, who does that information really help?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't help me if I'm a buyer and I have questions that I'd like to get answered and answered quickly, right? Now, before I give you all my info, for you to call me back at your convenience, I mean, I'm clicking on another site and finding someone that puts me, the consumer, ahead of their needs, right?
And finally, this is my phone. It's a smartphone, but as smart as it is, it doesn't have the number letter association like your traditional phones.
Right.
So no cute phone numbers like 451 LEND, because I can't easily access that number with my smartphone. Now, I know somebody's out there saying, well, you could click a couple buttons here, Brian. No. Why would you put another barrier between you and a potential sale? Simply put the number there.
Right. So, I mean, just adopting these simple things. Now, I know it seems tough. We can't answer every call is what we're going to say, but even Jeffrey Gittimer says, you know, when somebody calls, they don't want to know what your schedule is. They don't want to know what you're doing or when you can return their calls. They just want to answer now. So our challenge is to figure out how to be really accessible via the phone. That's what we need to do. And if you can figure that out, you're going to be better than 22 out of 23 professionals.
That's the truth. Unfortunately, that's the pathetic truth of our situation, Frank.
Right. Hey, well, do us a favor. I mean, obviously, some of you probably have some tactics or strategies to make answering the phone really easy. Let us know down on the blog. Let everybody else know. But this is a really important point, I think.
I think so. Well said.
You guys have a great day. We'll see you on Monday. Think big.
Work small.
Bye.